Hey guys, AJ here, back with a quick live for you. So, guys, there are times I usually try and plan my lives, but there are times where just foolishness just happens, and I just feel the need to just go live because, guys, we are just in a world of foolishness, just a total clown world. And guys, I'm not a big team sports fan unless we're talking about like football and maybe baseball, maybe, but usually football. All of my favorite sports are MMA, boxing, and jiu-jitsu, all the face punching sports, right? But today we are going to talk about women's soccer. Okay, and guys, I hope you're having a good day. I hope that where you're at sunny because it's sunny where I am, and yeah, I hope you're having a good week. But let's just jump into this women's soccer thing, right? Because guys, I have not seen a more blatant example of what is wrong with modern dynamics between men and women in society. A more direct example than this equal pay in soccer foolishness, right? And we all know that I think it was last year. Yeah, it was Rapinoe and her little goon squad here. They pressured U.S. men's soccer into basically giving half of what the men win to the women, right? So basically now, as a man, if you're playing for U.S. women, U.S. men's soccer, half of what you win goes to the women. So the women made more money by not, I mean, with the men winning than they made in their last two World Cups. It's a joke. So this is the original article from last year, and look at this. I can't even look at her without laughing, dude. I mean, come on. Just look. If you don't see the quintessential like woman to avoid in your daily life, the Megan Rapinoe is that stereotype. And I'm gonna do another video, guys, on how Victoria's Secret is actually bombing. Right? They're losing business. She belongs to the streets. What's up, man? How you doing? Good, good to see you. So a little bit off topic here. So Victoria's Secret made Megan Rapinoe uh one of its Victoria's Secret spokespeople, and their sales have been in the toilet ever since, right? And because honestly, here we go. I just got to share this, guys. Okay. Now, how did we go from the Victoria's Secret Angels to this in Rapinoe? I mean, come on, man. This article says that that they've lost billion. Look, North America revenues fell $1.6 billion, and all because now they are trying to show Megan Rapinoe and all these man-looking women in Victoria's Secret. And remember, men, we like to see the angels, but the women were the ones who wanted to see all the hot chicks. You know what I'm saying? Crazy. So back to soccer here, right? So they cried and they moaned and they complained. And Manfred Eckhart says, yeah, he is correct. Before the equal pay deal that they have now, the women actually got a bigger percentage of their pot of winnings. Just their pot is so much smaller. And now what they were doing was they were looking over at the men who were generating more revenue and saying, well, that's not fair. This is back to this year. So they bullied their way into stealing half the men's money, right? And here's the thing, guys. Let's just say Manfred, she belongs to the streets, Doug MPA. Let's just say that whatever you believe in gifts you with Messi or Ronaldo's soccer skills. Why would we play for the U.S. men's team if we know that half of our money is going to get given to the women in the stands? And people go, oh, well, the men are getting half of the women's money, but the women don't make any money. The men won $13 million last year when they went to the World Cup. They had to give $6.5 million to the women. No other team has to do that. Even though I think Spain might have just signed some stupid deal. But do you really think that Argentina, Brazil, Russia, China, all these are gonna do the same thing? No. So basically, all the rest of the men's teams are staring at the U.S. men's team saying, y'all are a bunch of hoes. You know what I'm saying? That's just the way it works. So look at this. They have the $66 million lawsuit against U.S. soccer over institutionalized gender discrimination. No, it means that no one cares about women's soccer. No one cares. The only reason why I went to soccer games in college is because I was smashing 2 or 3 of the players. You know what I'm saying? The female players, you know? And the craziest part is the deal that they signed from the jump meant that that even though they got paid more money than the rest, the women's teams, they got paid less because they did things like health insurance and they spread the money to all the team, whereas the men only get paid if they play. So here are these knuckleheads signing here, right? They're like, oh, it's this historic moment, strong women, independent, yay. And the whole time, no one's ever asked the men how they feel. And do you even think that any of them have the guts to actually come out and call this what it is? It's socialism. Guys, nothing makes me angrier than seeing people get what they didn't work for. And it seems like that is the goal in American culture right now, is to incentivize people to not do anything and beg for what other people have and then get it. It's just ridiculous. There is no need for this at all. None. And they're acting like, oh, we're fighting, we're in the streets. No, you're not. You're getting played to play a sport, and they're actually getting paid pretty well. And women's soccer, where no one cares. And then you have these knuckleheads in the news. Here we go. Here's Morgan, and even Don Lemon had to take to the news and say, look, women can't beat men in soccer. They just can't. Because they had an argument saying, oh, well, you know, the women have won 8 championships and the men have never even come close. So the women can beat the men. Are you high? Like, what are you talking about? So even Piers Morgan had to say, and I can't stand him, you know, but even he had to say, look,
it's not a sexist comment to say that.
No, and
here we go. This one small clip, so I don't get yeeted off.
Physiologically, they won't be able to. I don't think comparison with men, because women will never beat men at football.
Ever.
Physiologically, they won't be able to.
Look at her face there. She can't stand it. Yo, she is upset, man. She's upset. But it's true. It's absolutely true, you know?
I don't think so. Maybe I'm wrong. It's not a sexist comment to say that.
No, and I
That's
accept that on strength and power and physicality, I accept that you're right. My point is that whether on skill, they could beat them.
Well, Serena Williams is a very skillful tennis player, right? She's the most skillful tennis player in the history of women's tennis.
Also,
and so yeah, so this is him arguing that, guys, and it's just a shame that people are still trying to make this an argument. And there's actually a video that I can show. Oh no, so she belongs to the streets. So I heard a rumor that she played an NBA player, that Brittany Griner was saying that she could beat an NBA player until she actually played one in a private game and got bodied. That's why she hasn't said anything about it since at all. And here, guys, let's just take a little gander into when men do play women in soccer here. Hold on. Let me do this here. Here we go. Look. So these are older guys playing a younger women's college team, and these guys are like in their 50s here. Come on, man. Look at that. Look at that, man. There was 3 women guarding him, man, and he looked like friggin'. It looked like he's you, and they're your little brother, your little 5-year-old brother, and you're playing FIFA for a PlayStation. You know what I'm saying? Look at that. Come on, man. Look at this. Did you see the goalie, man? She just completely, look, she's got destroyed. And this is not even like the best of the best men. And this is like a women's college team. You know what I'm saying? And this, guys, this is soccer. This isn't boxing. This isn't MMA. This isn't football. I mean, American football. This is kicking a ball around, right? Not trying to diminish the sport, but this whole male versus female in sports argument needs to stop. Because anyone that honestly thinks that women can beat men in sports has never played sports before, ever, or trained a martial art, ever. But this is almost done. Please. And of course, whoever made this video is a beta because he has to act like, oh, I was just joking. I have the utmost respect for women's football. Please support. Please. Man, come on. Here, you know what? Here we go. Let's just do this one.
Poland have got a 5.
So, guys, I believe the track and field world championships have a mixed relay. It's like a 400 meter, 200 meter ball. It's mixed, meaning men and women, right? In running is the most basic sport that there is. There's no ball, there's no goals, there's no rules other than fighting, right? But there's even rules in fighting. Running is point A to point B. So if you want to see the physiological differences between men and women, which I hope that none of my subscribers that I have to actually like describe this to, let's just check this out.
Said that you can't panic here, and she knew this was going to happen here, but she's chasing a medal.
So for those of you guys who don't know, for this mixed relay, right? You have to choose what order that you want to be in. So there's 2 men and there's two women. So you can do like man, woman, or woman, man, woman, or whatever. So the Polish, who are right here, chose to do a woman and then 2 men who got a huge lead and then a woman last, because they figured that if she had a whole Manfred, yo, I was at the gym today, and one of the guys who worked at the front desk was like, wait, there's a women's World Cup? He didn't even know that there was a women's World Cup. He's like, yo, I didn't even know. Yeah, man. Oh, man. But yeah, so the Polish are giving this woman a huge lead, right? And then watch what happens. All the rest of the teams run guys.
Expect to overhaul Poland, Jamaica might, but can Great Britain and can Bahrain? Martin Rooney takes it for Great Britain and Northern Ireland. Oh, I thought for a moment it was dropped. Just a check from Marta fractions as Bahrain come past and Abbas finished.
So do you see how far ahead
This
woman is? And look, yeah, look at that. Not even trying. And she's running she's running as fast as she can. As fast as she can. And look.
But she's chasing a medal and she's trying to hold up Javon Francis of Jamaica.
And of course, the Jamaican dude's gonna come out. Come on, man, you know? Look at this.
Behind Bahrain with a very impressive Abbas on the anchor leg. Martin Rooney trying to close, but the Bahraini athlete is strong, and he in turn is closing. And Francis,
look at, here it comes.
Francis now passes.
And she had a huge lead. She had like half a lap lead too.
Martin Rooney trying to get the United States way out in front. They take a new world record, sub 3:10. Jamaica hold on. Bahrain
and she's
in third.
second to last place. There's one guy who was like last place, but he's from like Bahrain or somewhere that like doesn't run. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, guys, I mean, this is just ridiculous. What? But getting back to the World Cup here, guys, I'm gonna drop the link for anyone who wants to call in here. So here we go. We want the treatment that humans expect and deserve. So this is more from these idiots, right? Whining, moaning, and complaining. And here's the thing, guys. If you want to see true equal pay and in sports, look at MMA. The UFC has had multiple cards headlined by women that were huge pay-per-view cards. When Holly Holm knocked Ronda Rousey's moron self out, all the three top fights were all women. And that was one of the biggest gates in UFC history. Ronda, Holly Holm, all of them made more money than all the guys. That's how you do equal pay. But taking money from the men that they earned and giving it to the women is absolute clown world. So it was a eureka moment for the United States women's team in November. The team earned more money, $6.5 million, from its male equivalent, reaching the knockout stages of Qatar 2022 than it did from winning its own World Cup tournaments in 2015 and 2019. So the men made more money getting to the knockout round than they did winning their World Cups. So when they hear that, they don't think, oh, well, maybe there's not enough money in our sport and we should do something to promote it. They think, no, wait a minute, this isn't fair. We need their money. Clown world. However, for other national women's teams, the fight over equal pay and treatment rages on. So much so that the disconsolate players on top-ranked teams are trying to take power into their own hands and use the upcoming Women's World Cup in Australia, which kicks off in July 20th as leverage. Canada, France, and Spain, teams that are ranked in the world's top 10, have confronted their federations' perceived lack of support. And guys, need I remind you? Hold on. Australia Women's World Cup team loses. Yeah, here we go, guys. So, hold on. Here we go. Guys, there is a story going around about how the U.S. team lost to a boys' high school team, which they did, but the excuse is that it was a scrimmage or a practice game, right? Well, the Australian women's team played an actual match. They were number 5 in the world at the time, and they got smoked 7-0. Look at that. In a series of events that have unfolded in the past, which may be termed as catastrophic, the one says, okay, The Australian women's national soccer team was thrashed 7-0 by the under 15 boys of Newcastle Jets in a practice match before Rio. So this was an actual match. Look at that. The Matildas were ranked. Oh, they call their women's team the Matildas. And the way that some of those women look, I think Matilda is a good term. Oh, man. All right. So the Matildas were ranked 5th in the FIFA World Cup rankings and had reached the last 3 quarterfinals of the World Cup. However, the Australian women's team was humiliated on the pitch with a horrendous 7-0 defeat in a practice match. Look at this. Wah, 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 wah. Look at how sad she is. And how do they expect that anything? Look, and they were the favorites to win the gold medal, too. So it says the Matildas suffered a huge setback to their confidence and preparations for the Rio Olympics in 2016. They were humbled by a bunch of high school kids. They did rest a couple players, but came in with a strong lineup that started with their AFC Player of the Year, Katrina Gorey. As they started to prepare, they were favorites to win the gold medal. And as preparation started, they played a friendly match at Valentine Sports Park against Newcastle Jets under 15 boys side. Oh, is there footage? Look, even. Look at that. Man, oh man. And these are like 14-year-olds, 14 and 15-year-old boys, man. You know, this is not a joke. You know, look at this. And what did they think would happen? He just steals the ball right in the goal. You guys, this is crazy. So the Matildas just couldn't keep up with the boys. Wait, here we go. Who wrote this? Sports Manor. Okay. Dude, listen to this. However, the favorites to win the gold medal that year became the laughingstock of the world. They suffered a humbling defeat by a bunch of school lads in a practice match. The Matildas just couldn't keep up with the boys. They were toyed with and thrashed in every part of the field. The scoreline suggests the outcome, as the Australian team couldn't score a single goal and conceded 7. Wow. How did the world react? Guys, let's see how the world reacted. Australian football fans were massively upset by this result because they're a bunch of knuckleheads. Guys, we all know that a really good middle school team or high school team beats a women's team every time, right? So, Gary Van Egmond, the Matildas assistant coach and academy director, was shocked by this result. And he's the coach. He should know better. To be honest, we didn't expect that. But the Jet boys were very good. All credit to them. They moved the ball around well. Uh-oh, here we go, guys. Here's the excuses. Here we go. I think there were a couple of contributing factors to the loss. At this stage in their preparation, obviously the Matildas are not in a position to play regular games. So I'd suggest all and sundry were a little rusty. We could have had an easier game, but we definitely want to keep testing the girls. The Matildas will be the sole football representative for Australia in the Olympics. So they're trying to say, oh, they were rusty. Oh, this would be like saying, oh, I lost because I had a ring rust, you know? And then Here we go. Why is women's soccer not as popular as men's? As we all know, worldwide men's soccer is more famous and interesting than women's soccer. Props to this site for actually telling the real deal. Guys, I've never even heard of this site before. The men's division has a larger number of teams competing in the World Cup, while the women's division has fewer teams. Also, not many countries in the world support women playing soccer. Most countries fail to field and complete a women's national team. Meanwhile, if we look into the numbers, they're a bit skewed. The availability opportunities for women's soccer have been less compared to men. The games are not properly dealt. Okay, well, wait a minute. I take it back, guys. They did go into some simp stuff right here, and then they talk about the play. Okay, so let's get into back into this here. So these knuckleheads right here. I made a video called U.S. Women's Soccer are Socialists, right? And that's true. It's honestly true. Because they want money that they didn't earn. And basically, getting back to this article, now Canada, France, and Spain are asking for money from their men's teams too. They honestly think that they should get money that they didn't work for. It's just, and we're tired. We're tired of not getting the equal pay. Here we go. It's not that we want equal pay because we want money. It's we want the treatment that humans expect and deserve. So how is stealing someone's money human rights? Unbelievable. So now the Canadians are saying that they're going to strike, or that there was some tournament that they were going to strike and not play because they don't feel like they're being treated equally. And they want the Canadian team's money. Men's team's money. Guys, this is not okay. And here's the thing. Do you really think that Argentina, who won $44 million when they won the World Cup, do you think that those guys are going to give half of their money to their women's team? No. Do you think that England, Germany, Brazil, that they're going to give half of their money? No. And here's the thing, guys. Let's just say, listen, I would grant all of you guys, I was some higher power. Give all of you guys who are in the chat the ability to play like Ronaldo. What financial incentive would you have to play on the men's U.S. team, knowing that half your money is going to be gone? I'm telling you guys, this is the end of U.S. men's soccer now, and now they're trying to spread this to all of these other places. Meanwhile, 3 players on the French squad recently removed themselves from selection, refusing to play for the team's quote-unquote current system. In an Instagram post last month, France team captain, she's the team captain, Wendy Renard, says she's stepping back to preserve her mental health. What a joke. It's sad but necessary day to preserve my sanity. It's with a heavy heart that I'm sending you this message to inform you of my decision to take a step back from the French team. Unfortunately, I won't be doing this World Cup in these conditions. Man, guys, make this make sense. Any idiot with a calculator can explain to them why they are getting paid less. Absolutely insane. So, guys, I'll keep you guys posted on how this goes, because this was just in the news today that Spain, France, and Canada are trying to do this. But look, emotional state, the mental health of a number of Spanish women's players is also an issue, with as many as 15 apparently sending emails to Spanish Soccer Federation requesting not to be summoned to the national team until there was an improvement in the performance of the group. Guys, we guys We don't do this foolishness. And if we do, we're mocked until we leave the team. Imagine that look at the pay disparity in baseball. Look at these teams that have the lowest pay. I think that one of the players in the Yankees, I think Derek Jeter's yearly pay was more than the Marlins or the Rays at one point. Do you see guys in Major League Baseball going, why is it that the Yankees get paid, $800 million every year, and then we only get paid $80 million? Well, maybe no one shows up to your games and your team is trash. How about that? But no, women are so unaware. They're so entitled. They're so selfish that they honestly would like to just say, look, to the men who have to play more teams in tougher competition, we want some of your money too. And then have the nerve to actually, and then these knuckleheads in FIFA actually cave and give them, in the world, whatever, caved and gave it to them. They gave it to them. It's a historic moment for women's soccer around the world, and not just soccer. It's a historic moment for sports in general. I've always said this, that the team is very progressive minded and always sets standards for a lot of things. Guys, it's just infuriating. It is. And guys, equal pay in sports is possible. Like I said, if you look at MMA, and then the women who win Wimbledon get paid the same as the men who win Wimbledon in tennis. And that's because they pulled the data and actually showed that the women's match in tournament generates as much revenue as the men's. So the women generate as much revenue, but they play less sets. So they're technically getting paid to do less work. And there's nothing wrong with that because it's money. So Manfred says, if I write a song and put it on YouTube, I'm a singer. Then shouldn't Adele or every other female singer give me half? Yeah. How about that, guys? Yeah, I'm all for it. Here, all of us in the chat, let's start a boy band, right? And make one crappy album and do some dances, and then we'll be like, we need to get, Destiny's Child's money and Beyonce's money and stuff, because that's how it works. This is just absolutely insane. And I just don't understand these people that somehow think of the message that they're sending. Honestly, they are making it seem like it's okay for women to demand stuff that they didn't work for and get it, and think that it's just absolutely insane. Matter of fact, guys, here, I'm going to show one more thing. This is from Beast Mode Smooth, man. Oh, actually, hold on. I think that I can find the real. This is a compilation of women getting smoked in sports. Hold on.
On the base.
Oh.
One second, guys. Hold on. That's not the one that I was looking at. But yeah, man, I kind of wish, guys, that they would integrate all sports just so women could actually see that there would be no women in sports. If you didn't have men and women separate, there would be no women's sports at all, because men would just destroy. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Let me share this. Here we go. So this is Araka's TV. He had this video also. And guys, here's a link in the chat for anyone who wants to call in. There you go. Okay, so this is a regular guy is gonna whoop up on a women's pro player. Watch.
Euros. So today I'm going to be challenging one of the best women's goalkeepers in the country. She plays for Manchester City and England.
One of the best fellas, yeah.
50 shots.
That is an English-looking broad right there. Look at that face, man. Look at that. All right, here we go.
Lucky if I get half.
He's
I'll
gonna
take
get
25
more.
out of 50. We're starting with 15 long shots.
And of course, he has to be nice. I'll be lucky if I can get one goal on you, governor. I know that you're better than me because you are a pro, but I'll give it my best. He knows dang well that he's gonna smoke this chick.
This guy's not professional and she's professional. It's a good shot, though.
She's got it.
Oh man, look at
Bruv.
Again,
That's probably the only way he's gonna miss getting it off.
and he probably missed that one on purpose because he didn't want to do the old Pete Carroll and run up the scoreboard. You know what I'm saying?
Target or hitting the post. Hitting the post. Devious. Oh my days.
She said, "Give me a chance," because she's getting embarrassed.
What do you mean give you a chance?
Professional keeper.
Exactly, bro.
He said, "You're a professional goalkeeper." Oh man.
Finally.
Just saying,
He probably slowed his kicking down.
I guess.
Yeah, for a pro. Oh my days. Oh my days. He's violating.
Look at this. Dude, props to this guy for just bodying this chick, man. I mean, honestly, that's just a thing. That's one thing that guys in the chat, let me know if you played any sports and you had that coach who was like, "Oh, yeah, we can't run up the scoreboard. I need you guys to play like trash so you don't embarrass the other team." All the coaches that I've ever had said, "Look, you're a good team. You play good no matter what, you know."
Oh no, not again. Oh my days. Close your legs, bro.
Yo, you guys, let's just let's see that in super slow motion, Alex. Oops, what happened? Hold on.
We could have definitely got more. The ones he missed were just
Where
He's
is
gonna-
it?
Them ones.
Dang, look at that.
he's taking the piss now. I knew he was going for her legs again, bro. Close your legs.
And she's
He's gonna do it again.
a professional, guys. She's a professional soccer player. And he's just a dude with a YouTube channel.
He's gonna do it again. Just go home.
Oh, this is terrible, guys. This is absolutely terrible. So, I don't know, man. I don't know what these idiots think. Like they wonder why people don't watch women's soccer. They just don't. And it's because if you were to put the men and the women on the same pitch, it's not even the same. They would get bodied every time, and yet they think that they, not her specifically, but they think that they deserve the same pay. It's absolute clown world. Let's just finish out this segment here, guys.
Why do you keep doing that?
Because you make it easy for him.
Because he can.
Dang. And some will probably be like, oh, he edited this, so he's editing out all the ones that she get. Dude, she hasn't even come close. What about how she's doing now would make you think that she could block any number of his shots?
He's not getting near it. Oh, come on, you got to save that one.
How did she not? Look at this. This one, right? Come on, man. How did she not get that one? Look at how close that was. That is just sad, man. That's absolute sad. That's clown world, guys.
Oh, come on, you got to save that one. So he's got more than half. He got 31 out of 50. But if you watch the whole video, he could have definitely got more. The ones he missed were just off target or he's messing around. The amount of times he put it through her legs and the way he was scoring was ridiculous.
Yeah, that's true, man. So I guess he got 31 out of 50 shots. But I wonder how many he did bounce. I mean, he did miss and bounce off the bars here. Sorry for not knowing soccer terms, guys. I'm an American football guy. So, guys, I guarantee that when it comes to, let's do Qatar World Cup winnings. Boom. Okay. How much should each country earn? Let's see if they list this here. Okay, so here we go. So teams who won 13 million each: the USA, Senegal, Australia, Poland, Spain, Japan, Switzerland, South Korea. So everyone else except the United States got to keep all of their money. 17 million. Brazil, Netherlands, Portugal, England, 4th place, Morocco, 3rd place, Croatia. Look at that, 4th place, 25 million. Guys, who here thinks that Morocco and Croatia would ever give the women's team half of their money? I don't even think Morocco even has a women's team, right? 27 million for Croatia, 30 million for France, and $42 million for Argentina. Do you think that Argentina would have ever given the women half that? That's a lot of money, guys. A lot of money. And the people who didn't earn it. Absolute clown world, guys. But this is the world that we're living in now. You have modern women who feel entitled to everything, including in sports, where it's objective how well you do and how much revenue that you generate, and they don't care. They still want everything. First, we were giving he's not even the Fnists know they have a soccer team. That's facts, bro. That's facts. But yeah, man. First, okay, think of this, guys. First, they want half your house and assets and divorce. Then they want equal representation for work and all these places and all these fields like STEM where they don't want to be. And now they want half the money in sports. Guys, where does it end? Where? I wish that the U.S. men's team would have chosen to just boycott the World Cup. Because what's the point now? How are we going to financially incentivize the best men to play? Men don't even our best athletes in the States don't even play soccer anyways. So how are we going to get the best athletes away from other sports if there's no financial incentive anymore? So it's facts until we say no, guys. Until we say no. So, all right, you guys. Decided to try and do a live today because I saw this news and man, it just drives me crazy, man. It just drives me crazy that this is being allowed to happen to guys that seriously, you know, they work their whole lives to play in the World Cup and to try and win and try and make enough money over because that America's professional soccer doesn't pay anything, right? So the World Cup is the way that they can make really good money, and now that's gone. So I just wish men, you know, the United States, vote with your feet and just don't even play. And guys, for all of us, I'm not going to even not that I watch this anyways, but there's no way that I'll support any U.S. soccer team ever again. No men's, no women's, no nothing. Because I can't support the redistribution of wealth. I'm not a socialist, guys. I'm a capitalist through and through. So, all right, you guys, I'm going to wrap this one up. This is AJ. I appreciate you guys, and I am out of here.